So now we are going to begin editing our website. With the help of a plugin named Elementor, first of all, let me show you the pages here. So here in this Pages tab, you can see all the pages that we have. Then if I go to Plugins, then Installed Plugins, you can see that some of the plugins are automatically installed. We don't need to change these as it's provided by WordPress. For instance, when we installed a certain theme, WordPress will install the plugins needed for that very theme. Alright, so we'll start with the editing process now. So let's have a look at this text right here. Previously we used a simple WordPress editor to edit the text, but now we will be using the Elementor editor, which is very advanced and will include a simple interface. So here, as you can see, we have some sections. If we need to add more sections, we'll click on this button here. And if we need to edit it, we can do from the following options displayed here on the left. We can also delete the section by clicking on this cross icon. If I click on it, you can see that the banner section has now been removed. Gone. In just one click. If you delete anything by mistake, you can undo it by simply clicking on Ctrl Z. So here some text is written. We all love nature. Let me replace we all love with hello to everyone. There is a green button down there. I save it. But it also gets updated automatically in any case. Alright, I then select this item here. If we want to put any website link here for the button, you can do it. Like this button in yellow in which it's written Get Started. Do you see it? We'll come to this later and see how we can insert a link in it. We usually put a link in a button so that when someone clicks on it, the link opens up in a new window. You see here, there is an Open in New Window option, meaning that the link open in a new tab when you click on the button. Then comes the size. We can choose whatever size we want from here, like XXL, XL, large, medium, or simply default. We can also use the HTML tags here. If you have some skills about HTML and CSS, you'll know about these tags. H1 is the most important tag. The list goes on till H6, which is the smallest in size and the least important. Then we have the div tag, which is mostly used for divisions. The span tag is used to reduce the space, as you can see here in front of you. Alright, I'll keep in the H1 tag as it is. Then we also have the P tag, which is known as paragraph. So you can use all of the tags here. But if you are specifically working on headings, then you will use these 6 heading tags. Okay, perfect. Then next comes the alignment. Like on which side do we want our text? The text is currently in the center. If I click on left, it will move towards the left, and if I click on right, it will move towards the right. You can also select the justified alignment. After adjusting all these settings, you can now press on the update button down there in green. All the changes do get updated automatically, but make sure to press on update to be on the safe side, just in case your computer shuts down accidentally. Let's now head to the Style tab right here. This tab is related to colors. The current color is white, but I can go to Style and choose whichever color I want. Let's choose Primary. You can see there are many colors here. You can pick that one you want. If you want a custom color, then you simply click here. And this is how you can do it. I'm going a little fast, but you got the idea. This is how you can change colors and design your section accordingly to your tastes. Okay, so next you can see that there is a typographic section here. Then here, inside the family option, we can choose a particular design for our text. So yeah, here you can see a list of font families. I'll select this one and you can see the result. Then I select Courier Prime and this is what it looks like. Then comes the size. Here are some options. PX, EM, REM, and VW. VW refers to viewpoint width. This means that the text will take up width according to the screen size. For now, this is not really important. Okay, so we'll use pixel and we'll adjust the size accordingly. We can also set the default size in typography. We can increase the maximum size to 200 as I'm doing right here. If we change it to VW, the size will be the same, only the values will change. Like in REM, the maximum size is 10, but in pixel, it's 200. I'll change it back to normal size, so this was all about typography. After that, we have weight. This refers to the boldness of the text. This is the default size. If I change it to 400, VW refers to viewport width. This means that the text will take up width according to the screen size. It looks very bold. 900 is the maximum size, and this is how it looks like. This is how you can adjust the boldness of your font. Then we have transform. Here are some options: uppercase, lowercase, capitalize, and normal. This will help you change the text to uppercase, lowercase, and capitalize. With capitalize, the first letter of the word will be capitalized. Then there is style. In style, we have italic. This will make the text slightly titled, normal, and oblique. It is basically related to the curveness of the text. Then we have decoration. Let's have a look at the options. If I click on underline, a line will appear beneath the text. In overline, the line will appear above and with line through. The line will pass through the text. Then we have the line height, which will adjust the space between the upper text and the lower text. If I increase it, you can see that the height is also increasing. Now, if you want to bring space between the letters, for that you will use letter spacing. This will also increase the title length. I'll change the decoration to default. Then, word spacing is simply it will bring space between the words. So, this was all related to typography. I'll update the website to be on the safe side. The way we have text stroke, this will define the outline of the text. We can also choose the color from here. I'm explaining everything in detail so that you don't face any problems. Text shadow will adjust the shadow of our text. This is the blur option. I'll increase it and change the color to red. I'll decrease the text shadow here. Let's now move to the advanced section. This section also contains options related to programming and coding. First, we have margin and padding. This is similar to line height and line spacing. If we look at this box, the Hello to Everyone box, we can add space around this box from all sides by using margin. If I write 20 here, you can see the space has increased. I can also change these values, but I want to keep the theme the same. If I increase it to 50, you can see the space has increased. I'll change it to 10 and now it looks better. If we talk about padding, this is related to the outside area. If I change it to 10, you can see it is increasing the inside space. Margin and padding might seem the same right now, but when you write a long paragraph, you'll understand the differences between them. Then we have width. I'll change it to inline, which is the automatic width. If I change it to custom, if I write 20 here, you can see the space has increased. I can also change these values, but I want to keep them the same. If I increase it to 50, you can see the space has increased. There are three options here: default, absolute, and fixed. In absolute, the text gets overlapped. This is quite advanced, but I'm giving you an overview in fixed. The text gets fixed at one place, even if scroll up or down. Here you can see a note, so I'll change the position to default. Let's come over to the text section, which is Z index. This helps us navigate through different types of screens, like mobile screen, tablet, and desktop screen. Also, it manages the text position when it is overlapping. In absolute, the text gets overlapped. This is quite advanced, but I'm just fixed. The text gets fixed at one place, even if scroll up or down. If I change it to 1, you can see the text is now displayed in front of us. You can do this with any component. We only have 2 values. Let's come over to the next section, which is Z-index. Then we have CSS ID and CSS classes. We don't need to use this. If you have knowledge about coding, then yeah, you can use it. But let's leave it for now. But basically, this is suggesting us to write a class or ID. It could have any name, like anything without space. If I want to write the ID here, I would have to type it without the space. But you don't need to worry about the ID and classes as they are part of the Pro version and are considered a dynamic content. So that was all about the basic features of Elementor.